Three cheers to Minister Shanmugam for insisting that the AGC looks into the City Harvest case again. If you are charismatic and can get a lot of people to give you money, you should at least be honest. Marital rape. There's only one answer. No point messing around to adjust the law, etc. because evil people will always find a way out. All we need to do is teach our daughters from young not to accept any form of violence. When somebody slaps you on the right side, you don't allow him to slap you on the left side. You punch him and put him in hospital for 6 months. That is the only language those evil men can understand. Teaching your daughter to punch somebody is not about violence. It is about protection of yourself. I was brought up by my great warrior father to do exactly that. Do you think my husband even dares to point his finger at me? I don't think so, because he knows I'll cut it off. His finger, I mean. Quite a lot of news about law in the papers. And this is another interesting one, a passion for fairness and justice. I'm so happy that our Prime Minister has said that. You know, many years ago, I was very, very baffled when my brother B. Mohan Singh, who was a lawyer trying to help somebody, was being persecuted by some evil in our regime. And it was Minister Shanmugam who acted for us when he was a lawyer in Allen and Gladhill. When I went to see him, he told me, and I asked him whether it was politically motivated. He told me, Ivy, our country doesn't work like this. He told me our country is fair and just. We went with the case. Finally, we won it when the case went to the High Court of Appeal.
Fandi's inside!
14 years of waiting, finally over.
A beautiful story about a beautiful man. I've known Fandi since a very young fellow. I'm not a big football fan, but I've always followed his career. He's always been a wonderful chap. And now he's made the most brilliant statement. I was born to make people happy. I think that's a brilliant statement. Many of us don't understand why we are born. I think many people should learn from Fandi. Fandi, you're a really nice kid. I love you. Keep doing good. Another nice headline. More women should break glass ceilings, says Tan Chuan Jin. 3 cheers to you, Tan Chuan Jin. But look at these two pictures. Very, very senior positions, all men. Luckily for us, Mrs. Tan is there. At least there's one woman in the picture. You mean we can't get women on the Presidential Council? We have women who are chairmen of companies. We have women who are CEOs of banks. We have women as CEO of telcos. So why not on the Presidential Council and in your High Court? Because 50% of this country is made up of women. And whilst on the topic of women, Minister Yaakob, no double standards on religious harmony? Really? So what about the turban? You know, Singhs are allowed to wear the turban in the army, in the police force, etc. Why are Malay women or Muslim women not allowed to wear a tudung in their work? If you look at Malaysian organizations, the police women, they all wear a very nice tudung with a policewoman's hat on it, and I think they look marvelous. So is this a men against women thing again? Minister Yaakob, please give me an answer. So tragic. From the age of 13, she's lived at this place, and now she's 70, and she'll be homeless in 3 years. You know, many people are not really educated and do not understand what the word lease means. They think that it's their home, it's there forever. And also, when the government keeps saying, this is my home, this is my country, this is my flag, this is my so-and-so, people get the impression that your house is your home forever. But it's not. It's just a house where you can live in as long as the lease is there. So what to do now? I think not many people are affected by this at their old age with only about 3 years to go. Let's do the right thing. Singapore has plenty of reserves. So we have a lot of resource. Don't say Singapore has no resource. We have. We have all these reserves from all the land acquisition. So please use these reserves to help our poor and our needy. Please, can you please just look after my poor Singaporeans? I'm so fascinated with this statement. I guarantee there is no fire, no haze from South Sumatra province this year and the next year and the next year. What do you think this guy is really trying to tell us? Is he trying to tell us to read between the lines like, I can control the haze, I can send it when I want to, and I can stop it when I want to? Singaporeans, listen carefully. I love these two stories. New type of tenant in US growing like a weed. As you know, I'm a casual farmer, and I found the answer for the farmers in Singapore. I'm going to check whether growing of marijuana is an offense. I know if you smoke it, it's wrong. I know if you sell it, you import it, it's wrong. But what about growing it as a farmer? For medicinal purposes, of course. So, I'm going to think about it. Your views are very welcome. Tell me about it at happytv.com/coffee and whiskey with Ivy. Hit the subscribe button and I will love you forever.